The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Go time right here on the Players Lounge. Welcome to the Star in Frisco. Heckma Harrison is here. Danny McCray is here. As Heckma Harrison took care of him as he does each show.
Man,
yes,
tell you what,
yes,
man.
sir.
It's a good man right there.
Yeah, he's a good man. He's a good man. You are a good man too, Barry
Appreciate
Church,
that.
as well.
Appreciate
yes,
that.
Yes,
It's
sir.
going to be one of those.
Yeah, it'll be one of them days,
Yes, sir. I'm merely Newey Scruggs. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos.
Got his notebook. He got his Range Rover keys.
Came
right
prepared.
He looks smart today,
came
boy.
prepared,
He
man.
looks
You
smart
know,
today.
I just came
Smart
prepared. All right,
Yeah, you
know,
switched out the
keys.
J's for the tie. You know, raise some things up.
A little something.
Little church deacon, actually.
Yeah.
You gotta go get the Bible study
I feel
ready.
like I look debonair.
After he leaving the Lubies.
He look like he done stole out the collection plate.
Yeah, a couple times. Matter of fact, pass that one more time around. Pass that one more time around, man.
Don't admit that. Lord
Collection
forgive.
plate, man. The pastor asked if you'd have been mowing now, so.
Crazy world we live in.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Digital gift.
I do PayPal mine though, so yeah, you right.
A beautiful mind. That's what Mike McCarthy said about quarterback Trey Lance. His ability to retain information. A beautiful mind.
Hey man, look, he said he heard New. He said, "Hey, he got to learn the playbook first." He said, "Oh, you think so?" Sounds like he knows it.
That's what they say, man. Word on the street is, man.
You have to know. Like, I don't know. You know, they're gonna say you got to hype up the kid because he just got here and let you know what the positives are. He did say his footwork needs some work. That's probably the most important thing right now. But yeah, I mean, listen, we all know Trey Lance has the potential to be a good quarterback. Mike McCarthy and them just got to figure out if they can get it done, and then see what happens.
These guys, you know what? This team, they're media masters. And I love it. We're talking about the third string quarterback.
Third string.
And we're not talking about the funk that we got coming in the first week with the New York Giants, because this is an NFC East rivalry starting right out the chute. So, you know, I think it's all a distraction. I'm sure for Dak Prescott, he's happy that they're not talking about him. They're not talking about his interceptions in practice no more. We're talking about the beautiful mind of Trey Lance and him at the board looking like a third string quarterback.
ESPN hadn't forgotten about that. I keep getting this stuff on my phone. Stephen ain't living on that.
Of course.
No, you know that's how it
What
is.
do you-
That's always
what do you
been
living
that.
on that?
What do we expect, dog? Listen, Sunday night, is it Sunday night?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Prime time.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Next Sunday,
Prime time.
NBC, yes. Sir.
hey, this thing get right back cranking. All right. And the Cowboys, the 2023 Cowboys, when they go out there, they better be ready, and they need to bring a victory home, because we ain't splitting with the Giants, BC. We're not splitting with the We're not splitting with the
3.5
Giants,
point
B.
favorites.
3.5?
Yeah.
3.5.
Do we all here and in this building benefit by people always talking about the Cowboys,
course.
negative or positive?
Of course.
Right? Like, what would the world be if they weren't? Like,
It'd be pretty boring.
We gonna talk about Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Nah. You can't do that.
We gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers.
We can talk about your squad. We can talk about Philly. Let's do it.
That's not my squad. How dare he?
Let's talk about your other
dare he?
boys. Those of you.
The Jets do get a lot of attention because there is a Northeast bias that ESPN has. So if they can start to talk about the Giants and the Jets, they do. So they spend a lot of time on the Cowboys, spend a lot of time on the Jets when you start looking at stuff.
Right.
For me, the dude who has to be happy that he's not really been held accountable at all outside of his area, and where he plays, is Russell Wilson. They might talk about all the picks they gave up in Denver for Russell Wilson. How the coach got fired. How you was out here with your own marketing campaign and you and the team trying to fight for the trademark. Let's ride. We're not talking about that. Sean Payton coming here, hey man, your office is gone. No more office for you. Your personal quarterback coach out the building. We're not speaking on Russell Wilson at all. You talk about the celebrity wife and everything. That thing's gone. I mean,
It's a lot of people not getting heat.
I mean, I'm just real. I mean, you tell me.
That's what it is. No, you're right.
So when we
People
say,
forgot about Russell.
so when we say, okay, hey, you know what, Dak, if, I mean, on ESPN and these other shows, hey, Dak, if you don't take him to the NFC Championship game, you know, you can't be here. You got to be gone. What about Russell Wilson? You know, you talk about some 7-8 or 7, you know, whatever they end up at. Is he still the guy? Is Sean Payton running him off? What's his contract situation? Because they gave him a lot of money. The new ownership went out, gave him over $200-some million. That to me is amazing. When we come in here, I'm like, where have we forgot about Russ?
Yeah. No, nobody's forgotten about it.
Nah, but you know that's what comes with it when you got that star on your helmet. I mean, it all comes with it. You know, they're always going to focus and have Dak Prescott under a microscope. This was the first time I think I've ever realized that we start counting interceptions
in practice,
in training camp. Like I've never heard of it. It even got myself in here like, man, he's adding them up. He's adding them picks, and I gotta think to myself.
Tell on yourself.
Hold on. Wait a second.
You bought that?
Why are we talking? And I'm sitting there thinking, why are we talking about picks in training camp and practice?
Your boy was on a lot of them.
You know,
He was throwing to.
Nah, we ain't gonna put. See, why? This is also why does this always happen? When the man throws picks, it's always somebody else's responsibility for him. It was Kellen Moore when it was last year throwing 15. Now we talking about it was because he was throwing a semi.
No, we saw some clips of Simi dropping passes, and then those resulting in interceptions. And then last year also we saw some guys get hit in the chest with some footballs, and those resulted in interceptions as well. Is that
y'all saw the same picks I see?
Would you agree?
Yes.
Y'all saw the same picks I seen.
We did.
Y'all saw when Hooker just basically fair caught it in training camp. Like he was making some bad decisions out there.
Listen, and I'm gonna stand up and say this because this is how I feel about those interceptions. The ones where he was getting intercepted on deep balls, specifically to Cooks, is him trying to figure out what the connection is like with Cooks being a new receiver here. So I whatever, try it out. See what you need to do, where you need to put the ball at. See if he can go get the 50-50 ball or not. Figure that out while you in training camp so we don't see it once we get into the season.
Yeah, and I call it spring training. In baseball, spring training, where a pitcher is out there, well, let me try something new. He's getting lit up, he's getting that. If you're going to try something new, spring training as a pitcher is the place to try to do it. My thing was, when I saw touchdowns being thrown, I saw a lot of number one on defensive coverage. When I saw interceptions being thrown, and I looked at who was the receiver in the route, I saw a lot of 81. So I'm just saying.
Hey, what are we gonna do, man? It's a lot of material that just got to get been thrown away. That Kelvin's not here. Simi's not here. That's a lot of content gone, man.
Somebody call him. Somebody tell the folks.
Ober gonna be getting playing time. I was like, man, what
are we gonna do?
I got a feeling we're gonna be hearing Kelvin Joseph.
No, he can't throw them all away. He got to keep some of them.
We're gonna be hearing something about Kelvin.
Coach Soul, bro, he'll get something out of Kelvin down there, man.
He might listen. There are players that leave this organization and then they go do good things at other places. So
he did his thing this year.
Would you say Byron Jones? Byron Jones? Would you say Byron Jones went and did some good things?
No, I was talking about McGovern.
He got paid.
He did get paid.
What you got against Byron? Oh, it's on there. Never mind. I'll check it. I saw it.
What's third?
D-Mac, tell me, D-Mac.
No, ain't not. Nah, he just saying he ain't really doing that good up there in Miami. He got paid.
He got paid, though. He got paid, man.
This is what happens in the league. So we're sitting here in studio here at the Star, and they're showing the Jets and Giants on NFL Network, and the positive spin that I have heard coming out of the media covering Daniel Jones has been surprising to me. I mean, it's a whole lot. I mean, to listen in what I've been hearing, this guy's good. He's the most improved player around. Somebody even said he was going to be the best quarterback in the conference. Dan Orlovsky on ESPN talking about how the Giants have a better offense than Dallas. I mean, so I can't wait to get up there Sunday night, MetLife Stadium, and see it go down. Show me. I have to be shown that this Daniel Jones is now going to become, I don't know, it's Eli Part 2. I got to see it because I don't believe it.
I mean, he's not going to be the best quarterback in the division. I all understand that.
Come on,
but
DC.
Look, you talking about most improved. I can see that. I could see him being one of the most improved players not only on the Giants, but in this division. I mean, look what he was able to do last year. I'm not saying he lit it up. I'm not saying he was Patrick Mahomes, but he was definitely serviceable with the talent that they had around him. They add a few pieces here, get Darren Waller, who's a mismatch nightmare out there. Defense, I think, is going to be pretty good, especially that front seven over there. And I feel like New York may be able to. They won't be. I'll tell you this: Daniel Jones won't be that walking turnover that he was, previous years. You're not just going to be able to go in there and say, we put this coverage together. He'll throw us one. I don't think he'll be known for that anymore.
So most improved in the division. It means he's more improved than Jalen Hurts, who went to the Super Bowl. So not much room for Jalen Hurts to really improve there. Dak Prescott threw 15 interceptions last season. I think he's going to improve dramatically to where Daniel Jones was getting better than who? The Commanders?
Sam Howell?
Sam Howell?
Now, I'm not saying he's going to be the best in the division. Now, you got Dak, you got Hurts. Those guys,
so he's going to be third or fourth.
Yeah, he'll be third in the division. He'll be better than Sam Howell. He'll be better than Sam Howell. But he'll have his team in contention.
This is going to happen week 1. He's going to go out there and play one of the top 5 defenses in the league, and they're going to say, "No, wait. Let's see what happens next week." He went against some of the best guys, and that's probably not who he's going to be facing throughout the season. So let's see what happens then, because I got a feeling that Trayvon Diggs, I know we're going to get to this next week, and Stephon Gilmore are going to go out there and they're going to make a statement to the league.
Let me ask this question, because this society we live in it'll fool you. You can see it and they tell you, no, it ain't what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing that Daniel Jones has never been anything without Saquon Barkley, period. So regardless of him being just a bus driver or whatever, the person that makes New York dangerous is Saquon Barkley. I've never thought any different. Even with the additions of Darren Waller, I think he's just an accent piece to the danger that Saquon Barkley is. So, look, I anticipate that new and improved. They're healthy, especially the first game out. Everybody's ready to go. But I'm with you. Our defense is just too good for Daniel Jones.
But when you look at it, go ahead.
I'm just go back to a word you said.
Okay, go ahead.
Serviceable.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna be,
you must
top
prove,
dog.
but you serviceable.
I'm not saying he's gonna be the top
and they was a playoff team last year.
The Honda Civic. Okay.
I'm just saying he's gonna be serviceable. Garoppolo was serviceable when they went to the Super Bowl.
Daniel Jones was serviceable last season.
And they got to the division.
Yeah,
they was a couple, maybe they lost.
So then where's he going?
Yeah, I know. Most improved. That still sound like Super Bowl to me.
If you get in the tournament, you got a chance.
All right.
We all know that. If you get into the tournament,
so
you got a chance.
You got him in?
I'm saying they got a great opportunity to make the playoffs.
You have the Giants making
as of
the
right
playoffs.
now. I'm not going to sit there and be concrete in it. In that decision. I'm not going to be. I have the right.
If they do,
injuries happen. I'm not going to sit there and be like, no, these guys. But if they stay healthy, I think they can get back in.
If they do, it's going to be because of Saquon Barkley and their defense.
Saquon Barkley, the defense, and Darren Waller. Because I'm not going to sit there and be like, okay, Saquon is a beast. But when you look at it, they're two beastly players. The tight end, Darren Waller, the running back, Saquon. They're dealing with interior people. They're dealing with linebackers and safeties. We're not talking about Gilmore. We're not talking about Diggs on the outside.
Absolutely.
Those guys are going to be locked up.
Yeah.
Can we handle that inside offense? Can we have somebody that can lock down Darren Waller?
That's a great question.
Can we have linebackers that can hang with Saquon?
Who do you have? Because right now you have what? Jerron Kearse on Darren Waller?
That's what it's looking like right now.
Defensive end running through his face mask. They're a running team. We ain't gonna be here. Line them up out there.
So what happened when they split him out?
That's what you're gonna have to do.
You're gonna split him out.
But then that's your only option against a pass rushing squad.
Are they making the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Broadway Berry. Are they making the playoffs?
If there's no injuries and they stay healthy, yes, I can see the New York Giants making the playoffs.
And I'm saying no.
Okay. I'm saying they can.
I don't have to make the playoffs.
I don't think we sending 3 teams to the playoffs this season out of NFC East.
Well, yeah, we sent 3 last year. I can see it happening. I can see it happening.
Daniel Jones. He came in with Daniel Jones. Yes, sir.
Giants make the playoffs?
No, absolutely not.
3 no's and Broadway Berry got them going.
I'm telling y'all just don't throw away New York like it's they're just
they'd probably be
ho-hum team. I don't.
They'd be competitive. I just don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. Now, definitely not because Daniel Jones is the most improved quarterback in the NFC.
Jones.
But if they make the playoffs, it's definitely gonna be with Daniel Jones in there too. I mean, the guy touches the ball.
I'm just saying, I don't think he's going to be the reason why.
Saquon.
When you look at the squad, you're not going to be like, man, without Daniel Jones, they wouldn't have did nothing. You're going to be like, man.
So all he going to do is turn around and he got to throw the ball.
He going to get some first downs.
Throw the ball.
This is your Nicki Minaj Wiz Khalifa moment right now.
Oh, it ain't that bad. It is not that bad. He made the playoffs last year.
Nicki Minaj better than Wiz Khalifa.
It's not like that. I ain't going to get on. This ain't like this team ain't made the playoffs in 12 years, right? They just made it last year.
They did. Listen,
They did. And they went to the second. They
But
did
when
the
you
same
say
thing the
it,
Cowboys did. They did the same exact thing the Cowboys
right?
did
I
last
need you
year.
to
There you
write
go.
all this down. Write all this down. Get his Kellen Moore thing down.
Is that lies, though? Oh,
No,
we all know
no,
that. Kellen Moore going to have
no,
Justin
no,
Herbert.
no,
We got to come in with a whole.
Yeah,
we got a whole list.
So
We got
we're
a whole
gonna take off
list.
one more.
Kellen Moore gonna have a heck of a year with Herbert.
What's a heck of a year
Yeah.
mean?
Herbert gonna be an MVP conversation. That's a hell of a year in my opinion.
No, what about the playoffs?
We talking about the Giants?
No, we talking about Kellen Moore taking the.
Yeah, don't go back to the playoffs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easy
All
money.
right, we need to take a break.
That's easy money.
They didn't go to the playoffs
Write
last
this
year.
down, okay?
Write all this down.
They went to the playoffs last year?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
They blew it.
we need to write some. We take a break right here on the Players
Okay.
Lounge, brought to you by Toast.
They
Tea.
handed
They lost in the
Now,
playoffs.
They did. They should have
all
won. Up
of this
27.
stuff from
They were up
That's right.
27.
Jacksonville.
They was up 27.
Jacksonville.
we're back.
If they had an OC, I mean,
Dallas Cowboys.
it might be an AFC championship.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Hi, I'm Danny McCray, Dallas Cowboys alumni player here with Smoothie King. And Smoothie King wants to ask you, what's that sound? That's the sound of you and everyone else absolutely loving new smoothie bowls from Smoothie King. And woo, me too. These smoothie bowls start with acai and pitaya and are handcrafted with fresh toppings like sliced bananas, sweet berries, crunchy Purely Elizabeth granola, and a savory peanut butter drizzle. New smoothie bowls, only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks, home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The Emmy Award-winning docuseries Deep Blue, presented by Pepsi, is back. Check out this series, 4 episodes on Cowboys Now, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook on visit DallasCowboys.com/Deep Blue.
Heckman Harris, appreciate that very much.
man.
All right, Danny McCray, Barry Church,
Yes, sir,
or I should
yes,
call
sir.
him Barry Orlovsky. I'm Newman Scruggs.
Letting y'all know, man.
Okay, so we're writing down these great, memorable takes from Barry Church.
My bad, Chargers.
He's
Y'all didn't
got
make the
Justin
playoffs.
Herbert as a MVP candidate.
Is that crazy?
I'm just asking. Yes?
Is that
Am I right?
crazy? Yeah, yes, but is that
Okay,
crazy?
is it top 3 or top 5 candidate when the votes come out?
Top 3 or top 5
He's gonna be a
candidates.
candidate. I don't know. I ain't about to break it down like that. Cause y'all gonna be, oh, he's 4th, but he's not 3rd. He's a candidate.
Is he going to finish top 3 or top
He'll
5?
finish top 5.
Okay, top 5.
There you go. Going safe. Got it. Okay. You have the Giants making the playoffs.
Yes, if they stay healthy, that's one of the caveats.
Yes, if
they
everybody stays healthy, okay?
Because I know what's gonna happen when I come in this room. Oh, the Giants, they
Okay.
lost Saquon Barkley. Oh, they're not gonna. I told you that wasn't gonna happen.
If Danny
Health
Dimes
matters.
if Danny Dimes and Saquon Barkley are healthy throughout the
I mean,
entire
the
season.
team got to be healthy. Like, we talking about Darren Waller. We talking about this defense.
Get to Darren
gonna
Waller.
get hurt.
Stop it.
Y'all act
Yeah,
like I'm
stop.
saying Danny Dimes is an MVP candidate. I said he was serviceable, which means he's going to need his team to help him get
Guys,
to that next level.
Most improved.
If Patrick Mahomes is hurt, I'm kind of thinking Kansas City may not have the same year. Come on,
I
man.
don't know.
Oh my! You talking about Patrick Mahomes?
Put
and
the
we talking about
put the
Danny
asterisk by
Dimes.
there. Put the asterisk by there and put if healthy. Everybody.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, if healthy, team healthy.
Okay,
Yeah, we gonna
and
break that
Kellen
down.
Moore. Now, what do we have on Kellen Moore here? What we got? What we got with Kellen Moore here?
Top 5 offense.
Yeah.
Top 5 offense.
Top 5 offense.
Now, yeah, this is gonna be good, bro.
Because that's to me, y'all acting like this is crazy. Kellen Moore has had a top 5
No,
offense
what was
since
crazy?
he's been
What
here.
was crazy was
Are the
the
Chargers
Daniel,
making
Oh
the
yeah,
playoffs?
yeah, Chargers. Chargers
making the
won
playoffs,
game.
even though he made it last
like
year.
much improved, and like much improved for Daniel Jones would be okay. Like same as the Cowboys. That means you have them in the NFC Championship.
That's the team. We talking about Danny Dimes.
Okay.
So if we say a team, I don't know if they're going to make it to the NFC Championship, but we talking about Danny Dimes as a player. He can be a most improved passing. He only threw, 17 touchdowns last year?
Wow.
He can improve on that.
Let's hope he improves with more than just 17 touchdowns. He played, how many games he played? He played 17 games and had 17 touchdowns.
How many games did Joe Boy play?
No, you can't
How many
improve
games did
much,
Joe Boy
but
play?
he damn sure didn't throw 17 touchdowns.
How many picks did he throw?
No, he 17 interceptions. With the 17 touchdowns.
With 12 games, right? With 12 games?
But he threw 22.
Okay.
But he threw 22 touchdowns.
Now we need
And
to
I'm
keep
sure,
going.
and I'm sure he had more attempts than Danny Dimes did.
In 12 games, the man led the league in picks.
Okay.
We need to keep going here. Chargers hosting the Cowboys on Monday Night Football. Who wins this game?
I don't know. That's a toss-up.
Got your boys?
That's a toss-up.
Got your man?
That's a toss-up.
Kellen Moore versus Mike McCarthy.
Toss-up, man.
Play caller,
That's a
come on.
toss-up.
Come on, Barry.
That's a
I
toss-up.
agree. It's too early for that one.
That's a toss-up,
But
I'll
Don't let him off the hook on that. You know you
That's
go
a
with the
toss-up,
Chargers.
man.
But
That's a
the
toss-up.
Chargers winning a playoff game.
He's got that.
It's got to be a plus.
Oh,
Because they made the playoffs last year.
Okay, we'll win a playoff game.
Yeah,
Will
should've won
not
last
choke
year.
away a 14 Okay, we'll.
Should have won last year. He's a 27.
You know, that's blasphemy. You're a quarterback in the NFL and you only threw 17 touchdowns?
Yeah. Ran for 5.
You only threw 17? Hey, come on, man. Like, that's bad.
Yeah, I don't like the way you throwing that 17 out there, though.
Yeah, come on, man. Like you piling up when you looking in your own closet. And
But he didn't throw 17 touchdowns. Come on, man.
He put
The
an
numbers
emphasis
are. I'm
on
not saying that they're not bad. I'm not saying
Won a
one.
game.
The interception isn't bad. He only played in 12.
He only played 12.
He only played in 12. I'll back your point up. I get it. I get it. But as a quarterback,
He's a
he only threw 17.
multi-interception guy, is what they said.
He only threw 17 touchdowns.
All right, what we got?
Whatever. Hey, your guy. How many touchdowns did Jalen Hurts have last year? I'm sure you know this.
Are we going there?
Yeah, let's go there.
I wasn't even in that argument.
Since we there,
the man went to the Super Bowl.
Since we there, how many?
The man went to the Super Bowl.
He went to the Super Bowl. He was in
the.
the MVP conversation in a league where someone's thrown 55 touchdowns. No, I'm just saying, like, what are we judging this thing on? I'm talking about, are you throwing touchdowns? He ain't throwing touchdowns. He's a quarterback.
What we talking about? I don't even know what the heck we talking about now. Did
We
Jalen
talking-
Hurts get in this conversation?
I included Jalen Hurts in this.
Why?
I interjected Jalen Hurts
The guy
into this
went to the
conversation,
Super Bowl. We talking about
especially
two
if we're
guys
talking
came
about
with-
Danny Dimes and his
Danny Dimes,
17
man.
touchdowns and
Danny
that
Dimes.
being.
You know what? Right there.
We talking about three guys that ain't won a playoff game.
It's this. Well, heck, man, you just went like them dudes on the debate stage. You just took it over here.
No.
I want to talk about this
Yeah,
policy.
No, that's not.
I want to talk Jalen.
How Jalen Hurts get in
That's
here?
That's not what it was. We're talking about Daniel Jones throwing 17 touchdowns, and if we're going to base these quarterbacks off of this throwing the ball, then let's talk about another guy in the NFC East. Since we're much improved as Daniel Jones,
Wait,
he only threw 22 touchdowns.
Who's judging these guys off how many they throw?
I don't know. Anybody that watches football.
We talking about how you played it. The quarterback position can be different based off your scheme and what team you play for. If you end up with 50 touchdowns and 25 more of them are rushes and 25 are passes, you played a hell of a quarterback.
You in rare air. You on a whole nother level if that's what you're doing. You rare airing it if you're doing it like that too. If you got 25 rushing touchdowns as a quarterback, come on now.
All right, man, it's okay. That's gonna be okay, bro. I promise. He's gonna be all right.
What are you talking about?
He's gonna be all right. This dude was up for the MVP, went to the Super Bowl last year. He gonna throw him in the conversation
22.
with Danny Dimes.
Much improved, Daniel Jones.
will
And
be
since
much
he's much improved in the NFC, if we're basing that off of the quarterbacks in the NFC, That's how your boy got in this conversation. So don't act like I pulled that out there now, dog.
did.
Come on,
So
man.
you diverted
Anyway,
us.
you
We
did.
were here on Barry Church list. We're trying to get the list straight.
Oh, that list is good now. That list is
Jalen
money.
Hurts is not in the list. We're
When
trying
y'all
to
want
get
to talk
the
about
list
Those are
straight.
solid bets, right? Those are solid winners
I'm
right
obviously here for the Jalen Hurts conversation.
I'm gonna get off Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna pull his stats back
We
up.
got
though.
plenty of time to get to Jalen Hurts.
Hey, I've been waiting to talk about him. Clearly.
Because that's solid right there. That's solid. You talking about?
So let's just review this.
Since Justin Herbert is the MVP.
Let's just review.
He will be.
That Justin Herbert will be an MVP candidate and finish top 5 in voting.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think
The
that's
Giants will make the playoffs according to Barry Church.
if everything's healthy. Yes.
Kellen Moore will operate a top 5 offense this year.
Yeah, he's done it in the past 3 years. Yeah.
The Chargers will make and win a playoff game this season.
Yeah.
And we are awaiting Barry's Chargers versus Dallas
too early.
Monday
That's too
night
early.
pick. Mike
How many
McCarthy
touchdowns
versus
for your guy, Danny Dimes?
Danny Dimes this year?
Yeah.
We're gonna get him about 20.
Not
About
20.
Yeah, he'll get about. He might rush for another
Much improved.
5, 6. You know what I mean?
That's improved.
by the way, the Cowboys last year 11th ranked offense in the league. So Kellen Moore did not have a top 10 offense
My bad.
last
A
year.
couple years before that. My bad.
Okay. All right. We need a break. We need a break.
You gotta look at me. Why are you looking at me for? Why are you looking at me for?
It's getting too hot.
Look.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
We got big personalities. We got big hair, big belt buckles. We got fans all across this big state and enemies in every other one. We even got a big star on the 50-yard line. Smirnoff knows football is a we thing, an experience that is best enjoyed together. With good drinks and good folks home or away, we rally together. We cry together, and we always rally cry together because, most of all, we got big love for them boys. Smirnoff, we do game days. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Experience the feeling of game day every day at Miller Lighthouse at the Star. Now open just steps away from Tostitos Championship Plaza. Miller Lighthouse featuring a cooler full of grab-and-go beverages and snacks, tailgate games, a recharging lounge, Dallas Cowboy photo ops, and complimentary concierge services. For more information, visit thestarinfrisco.com/Miller Lighthouse.
That is Heckma Harrison right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. The players on the Players Lounge are Danny McCray and Barry Church. I'm Newey Scruggs. So, the cuts happened after our show last week. Wow. You have feelings and thoughts.
I'm waiting to hear what my man. I know you got something. I know it. I know what you about to.
You are the player.
I want to see. I want to hear it, man.
Go ahead.
We all waiting because I know what you about to say.
No.
No thoughts on the cuts.
Malik Davis is there. It's kind of what we thought. Sean McEwen, he's there. That's what we thought. We're not surprised Jabril Cox is gone, right? And he's now, remember Washington? Land,
Go
hated to
Tigers.
see him leave, and he's now with the Colts. So I look at this list, and, it's what we thought.
Hold on. Wait, who?
To see Boss Man Fat
Yeah.
gone and then traded, that just showed that they're good. They're good. They're good because when I was asking about him at camp, Al Harris, everybody spoke up.
Strongest battery acid.
Strongest battery acid. I was like, what does that mean?
You've been fooled twice this summer.
Hey, I thought he was going to make the team.
I'm not
But
going to
you
talk
know
about
what?
the first. They got you twice now.
You know what? Yes.
That's why he changes. Why are we trying to save Jerry? But
They did.
Had me out there telling folks.
I listened to him. I shouldn't have listened to him. So Kelvin Joseph traded.
Yeah.
Traded. That's good by them that they, but they had made all indications they was going to keep this guy on here, even though what we saw was him giving up a lot of touchdowns. They moved him on. So good on Will McClain that they got something for Kelvin Joseph.
Do you think had they not found a trade for him that they would have released him?
It's a good question.
Because I still believe that they would have. I still believe he would have been.
I think he would have made the team.
I think it would have made the team because they let CJ go again to put him back on practice squad.
And that's the two best. That was their two best teams players last year.
So
it was CJ and Kelvin Joseph.
So in my mind, I'm like, if they don't find a trade partner, I still think that he's.
What was the last straw though with Joseph? Was it lining up outside?
That had to be it.
Was that it? Was that the final? That was like, okay, get on the phone.
Like,
I don't know.
Let's find out right now if we can get some value.
that was God.
I didn't expect them to be out there though, so I don't know. But it was a
little surprising.
It was surprising.
They must got some dogs on teams this year because both of they top dudes in premier positions.
I think this, which goes into the surprise that for me is the Lipke.
You guys ended up being right with the 4 running backs and 3 tight ends, but none of y'all guessed at all that it would have been Lipke being.
Was it because of that last game? Like, no, was that it?
That was
the
surprising.
Last game put him on because
I think they wanted to because they know they need a guy who can pass block.
Yeah,
and I think when they saw that he had the ability to do more than just that and be effective catching the ball out of the backfield, and then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but then Mike McCarthy has this vision that he sees in him of Coon 2.0. Right? You say, wait, who can pass? We've been talking about this. Who's going to be your pass blocking guy? Right? When you need it, right? 3rd and 8, you need a guy who can get in there and pass block, and then just not be a guy who's just going to be sitting back there because you know he's going to pass and not be able to get out and put pressure on people. It's Lipke.
But early in Mike McCarthy's offense, you've seen him use the H-back, and maybe Lipke serves that as well. The flex at tight end also. So
fourth and they got all that, all the stuff we talked about them needing. Of hey man, who's gonna be your goal line guy when you line up on the goal line 4th and 1 and you can't spread it out to put Deuce Vaughn or Tony Pollard in there? Who's your guy? All right. At one point, I was like, Trey Lance might be a guy who go and they put a package in for him. Why? You got Lipke.
That was surprising. Our whole time, I've never seen something like because nobody ever talked about. Or at least I didn't hear anything about this man. All training camp, all preseason, all that stuff. Never heard anything. And all of a sudden, boom.
Have you
on that 53.
In the history of preseason, have you seen a guy like, besides, I guess, Turpin, be the last guy that makes a roster based off his performance in the last preseason game?
If we take Mike at his word, he said he didn't have his 53 set. And he said, these games, you want these games because somebody's going to show you something. Right. And then I go back to just what we've spoken about during training camp and having guys released. Do you feel like you can get the guy back if you put them out there? They thought, we'll put CJ out here. We think we can get CJ back. Yeah. If we put Lipke out there, we don't think we'll get him back. And clearly Mike sees a role for him that's bigger than what we
that's
thought.
True.
So
and keeping Davis on practice squad to me is another move. They didn't let him go. Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of guys like Davis out there where teams have running backs they like, who know the system, and they feel comfortable with. So it worked out. Hey, look, I think is there anybody out there that you said, boy, I wish they'd have kept that player? Hate to see that.
I'm biased. I want to see LSU guy get out of there, but I mean, no.
Yeah, overall, not really, huh?
I'm trying to think back to what was. Do you remember when Philip Tanner made the team? Because I remember he had 2 great games at the beginning of the season. I don't know, was he on the bubble like that at the end, or he had already been kind of solidified as a special teams guy? But I remember him having one of those training camps to where he was like, oh,
he's playing.
Yeah, he's gonna play out of Middle Tennessee. Not really high expectations for the guy, and then all of a sudden he gets out there and he gets some reps, and you're like, yeah, he can spin.
Yeah, he can spin a little bit. Yeah, I think that was it, man.
Which is a positive. Chris Beam just said Jesse Holley.
That's true too.
Yeah,
that's
last
true
Minnesota
too.
game.
Yeah. Once again, I think we should trust Mike McCarthy and this scouting department.
Yeah.
In the decisions they make. Like, okay, but at the end of the day, they keep finding players. And there was a stat that was out there that talked about there was like over 80 NFL players that got their start with the Cowboys right now. So the Cowboys have been able to identify NFL players.
They do a great job of that.
While
for sure.
some of them aren't with the team, they're across the league, and other teams have said, these guys can help us. So from a scouting standpoint, they are not getting.
Were you guys? Let me ask this: were you guys surprised about the linebackers? I mean, going with only 3 linebackers.
I was surprised, and I thought about it for a second, and it was like, you got a lot of safeties in there with that position flex. I mean, you got a guy like Marquise Bell that can slide in there. Thomas as well. I think he's a bigger body guy that he can kind of do that versatile role as well. So, but it's just, I mean, you get in trouble with that as well though, because if you primarily work out with just 2 tight ends, you kind of bring that safety in there to be a hybrid. That's where teams start to run it down your throat, and you can get in trouble with that. So that was interesting, just bringing in 3 linebackers. I thought that was interesting for sure.
Draft a defensive tackle in the first, and hope he can keep the offensive linemen off those linebackers. But I'm excited to see 33 play. I'm sure he'll be starting out there with Van Der Esch, so that's exciting. But back to that, I forgot my point on that one was Lipke will probably be a core special teamer.
Oh, he has to.
And just based off what we saw, he looks like one of those Sendejo guys, right?
Exactly.
They don't care. All right, you tell him run straight and go tackle somebody, figure out how to work those lanes. He's gonna get out there and do it. So I expect him to be one of their core guys up there with CJ as well.
Yeah. All right, let's end on a positive. Because this is a good thing here. Jason over the cap here says the Cowboys currently lead the NFL with being responsible for starting the career of 82 players currently in the NFL. That's number 1. Baltimore's number 2, 77. Minnesota, number 3 with 75. San Francisco with 74. New England is 5th with 71. The Colts come in 6th at 70. The Rams with 69. Green Bay with 68. They are doing some really good work in that personnel department. And when you start looking at your bottom teams, it's Vegas and Cincinnati with 54, Tennessee 55, Washington 55 as well. So, hey, there you go.
Doing a heck of a job up top.
All right, gentlemen, I guess next week we get it rolling for sure.
We get it rolling.
Okay,
yeah, we at 2 o'clock.
So, Heckma, Danny, if we can think of anything else to add to the list of church.
Oh, that's the list right there. I'm gonna need y'all to get a list going on, but that's a list. You know what? With your chest.
Yeah, I just want to say this. I don't appreciate how y'all making me feel like I took the show off the road.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Man. It's all
I don't appreciate it. No, I don't appreciate that.
We'll talk on Monday, everybody.
I'm just saying that. I don't appreciate that, dog. Y'all trying to end this. Yeah,
I want to give a shout out to the women's sports. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw it last night. That volleyball game
off the chain.
Broke the record for attendance up there in Nebraska.
This
is coming off of the women's championship being out here for basketball, which was amazing. And then you get to see that volleyball game like that where they breaking the record for. It was
97, 92.
Fun to watch.
That's great. That's great. All right, Players Lounge brought to you by Tuxedo. Goodbye, everyone.
Took us off the people.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!